Question?
I have a general question. I would like to know yes or no if people, well, I guess how do you do yes or no? I'd like to know from each one of you whether you do or do not want a management company. I guess the question is, do you want a management company? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
It's a harder decision than just a yes or no. It depends on what's best for the community. If an on-site management is best for the community and they can handle it, then that sounds great. But if we can get, a great management company to do that work as well, this is a big community. Everybody needs a little bit of help, and that's good too.
Is that a no?
It's a
Are you a yes or no?
I'm still kind of up in the air about this.
Okay.
Okay? If you can find me one, a management company that is efficient, cost-effective, and most importantly, trustworthy, then maybe that's the way to go. I'm not sure that self-management is the way to go, but it needs to have some more time to flesh this out. Okay?
Next question.
Okay, I don't hear, basically maybe you are the only one that addressed that you need to have a look at the whole regulations and the whole contract, because these units are getting very old, and basically in order to keep it up, you will have to reduce to $700 or who knows what. So at the end, you're going to be paying, like you never finish paying your home, you will always have this high association. And all these people, with all respect to all of you, I'm sure you served very hard at the time that you did, but we had management companies forever. And you also had $8 million from the zoo. All this money is gone. And you hear the same problem. I have been in here 25 years. I take care of my own house, every repair I had to do, with very few exceptions. I had to do all the work in my own house. Because it's no money or whatever the reason is
You have a
there.
question for
So the
water.
my still is that you do need to address that problem. Maybe you need to reform the books, and maybe people need to take care of their own phones.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for an individual
You have to
or
ask
for
a
the
question.
whole
These are
board?
question and answer.
Well, the question is, are you considering looking at all the regulations and address the problem and try to fix it in a different way, that people have to take care of their own homes and you only take care of the maintenance outside, like your tools,
Okay,
your
I think
gardens,
you
and
got the question.
whatever.
Thank you. We gotta keep going.
I'll take a stab at this first one. When Laguna Village was founded, it was founded in the late 70s, about 1975, 76, that range. Our original founding documents are so obsolete, it creates a lot of problems, and creates a lot of problems with enforcing our current rules and regulations, regardless of who gets elected. What I would like to do and see is a possible rewriting of our founding documents, and possibly reincorporating Laguna Village to the point where the association would be only responsible for roads, roofs, and green belts, and let everybody else take care of their own properties. That would allow a lot of people to do what they want with their property and own their property, and not have to worry about a dictatorial board coming in and saying, I don't like that tree, or I don't like that color paint.
Thank you. Does anybody else want to answer the questions briefly? If not, we'll go to another question.
I would like to ask all the board members, Ron, Mark, and George. We had a special assessment, more than $5,000. It wasn't enough the money to pay the AV builders. What happened with the money?
Well, I'll tell you what,
Or the truth? We want to hear the truth.
to this day, I don't think we owe AV builders any money. I think we got ripped off. And I was there when it was going on.
They ripped me off.
So why do we have a lawsuit?
What?
Why do we have the lawsuit?
Because they feel that we owe them more money.
This man ripped your back.
I have two questions for George. One, have you ever been paid for any service rendered as a prior board member?
Yeah, I make the signs around there. I've always made the signs around there, and I give you the lowest price going.
But as a board member, there is a law that states that as a voluntary
The
board
law
member of any
says if you're the lowest bidder.
association, you are not to be paid. It is a conflict of interest. Second, is it true that someone from Amcor threw you a birthday party just recently and you promised that you would get them back in as our management company?
No.
You better be careful. Next question.
Hey, she threw me a birthday party, sure.
I was invited.
A lot of people came, too.
I was there.
You're a nominee, and that's a conflict of interest to make that statement.
I'm not on the board.
But you are a nominee.
I'm not on the board, and I was there, I didn't hear anything like that.
All right, folks, all right, next question. In the front here.
I'm sorry.
What's your experiences then? What are your experiences? You said
In
that.
my job?
Yeah.
Oh, I program medical billing systems.
Medical what?
Medical billing systems. I program them, I support them. Electronic medical records, that kind of
Ron, Jeff, whatever you go by, do you not feel that it is a conflict of interest for you to serve on a board with your wife in the management company here up front?
Thank you. I was actually waiting for that question.
Speaking of
Actually, it's not.
conflicts
As
of
long as, if any vote goes concerning my wife in particular, and I'm informed it is a conflict of interest, and I abstain from that vote, and there's no conflict whatsoever. As long as it has to do with the office in general, if I was on the board, I would be able to vote on that subject. But when it comes to my wife, for those who don't know, Kathy Reed is my wife. She works in the office, okay? As long as it's not directly with her, I can vote. If it's a direct subject with her, I can remove myself, and that takes me out of the whole equation.
Are you in the equation by supporting the on-site management, therefore going along with, hey, I'm supporting my wife's job? That there's question in my mind,
Okay.
Jeff, that it was an appointed position rather than something that was put out to the whole professional property management community.
Okay, I personally think I would rather have an on-site management because we've paid so much money to these associations to collect late fees that I believe that that's money that we should have within our own association. If we collect the late fees through our own in-house management, we keep that money, not to the Amcor or whoever the association hires at that time. If my wife, because I guarantee you, okay, if certain members get elected, my wife's already out of a job. I can accept that. It's not me supporting an on-site management so my wife can have a job. Trust me, I enjoy that she works here because she lives a quarter of a mile from here. Wouldn't you like to live a quarter of a mile from your job?
I do.
Personally, I think everybody would. I'm glad she works here because she's involved in the community at the same time. Okay? But if she gets let go, I deal with it. I move on. Does that answer?